Welcome back and a huge congratulations. Really, you're showing an awesome commitment to growing and succeeding. And what's great is that you've proven that you have this discipline. And if you continue to build in this time to reflect, adjust, adapt, and bit by bit improve yourself, you're going to have a lot of success moving forward. So, this is a perfect time for us to step back and reflect on three questions. What do you want to continue doing? What do you want to start doing? And perhaps even what do you want to stop doing? Let's do a quick review with the goal that you pick one or two areas to focus on moving forward. A big part of this program is around stopping, thinking, and planning. In fact, this learning how to stop, even though there are so many other things coming at us and there's immense pressure to go, is perhaps the most important thing. Have you been paying attention to this, and what have you noticed? Let's start with daily planning and work backwards. Daily planning is this thing we all know, but that when things get busy, we easily skip over. It's the core practice. It's where rubber meets the road. So some key points around daily planning. For most people, doing this 10 minutes of planning at the end of the previous day works best. We're able to detach, we sleep better, and we've got a more focused start to the next day. A few key questions to consider with your planning. What are one or two wins or success stories from the day? Before jumping into what we want to get done tomorrow, seeing our progress, it helps build our motivation and confidence. Another question is, out of everything, and I mean there's a lot of things we want to get done tomorrow, but out of everything, if you had to pick the top three that you want to get done, what are they? And then what else? And what order? With the goal of working with our energy. So putting more difficult tasks first generally works better. Then weekly planning. Best done on a Friday afternoon. This is where we look at the week ahead, our priority map, and apply time blocking practices. By now, you should have experienced and observed that even though things change, when we do our time blocking, we do get much more done than when we don't do our time blocking. And you'll see tips in the toolkit, things like working in smaller chunks, putting them in sooner in the day, things like that. And of course, priority mapping. In order to make this an awesome year, what do we want to get done the month ahead? Which means that we need to have good, clear, robust, longer-term goals in place. If you don't, you'll see a good exercise in the email and the toolkit. And now that our plan is in place, are we taking reasonable steps to stick to the plan where possible? And of course, it's not always possible. If you've been frustrated with time blocking and planning, this might be what you need to pay attention to moving forward. Of course, things will change. This isn't the same as letting every potential distraction or request pull us off track. Top 4 strategies to help us reduce unnecessary distraction, to help us better stick to our plans are these. First off, are you paying attention to creating some high quality, email-free chunks of time for the most important focus work? Turning off your notifications. Second, instead of saying yes to everything, are you asking some more questions? I found good questions are tremendously powerful. Don't assume, something has to get done right away. Ask questions about how much detail somebody's looking for, what kind of leeway there is, where it fits with other priorities. A third thing, and this is becoming more and more popular, more and more people are saying that really helps, and it's the idea of finding another space. Is there a room one floor up or one floor down where you could kind of hide away for 30 or 45 or 60 minutes? Perhaps the coffee shop across the road. Ends up really helping us find productive, focused time. And the fourth, this is really important, is proactively, are you asking your leader, clarifying both what is a priority, aligning around that, but also asking questions about things that perhaps aren't the priorities. Do not assume they are fully aware of all these things that are pulling you away from different things. And do not assume they approve. This kind of conversation ends up being very productive. And finally, have you been thinking about last month's topic, Mastering the Mental Game, where we looked at gratitude, mindfulness, detaching from work so we improve our balance? So looking forward, perhaps this is where you want to focus on doing something differently or more consistently. And listen, this is the end of this part of the program. I'll encourage you to sign up for the once a month quick tip email. It'll add some new practices and be a healthy reminder for some of the things we've already covered. So do that if you want. You'll see the link there. And listen, if at any point it makes sense to redo this part of the program, please do so. Thanks again for your commitment to this, and all the best for an awesome year ahead.